to take advantage of all these dual play mechanics. I'm sure we're going to dive into those throughout the map.
And there's going to be no struggles here in the matchup. Starting up right away. I can't remember. K7, obviously, with the Yasuo. That's going to be the one hard thing, trying to remember who plays who. But obviously, K7, one of the best Yasuos out there.
Yeah, no question. He's been dominating, had a great run over at DIY, and now looking to dominate just like they did in the mixed bracket here, and off to a fantastic start. Still untouched and already going to be wiping off the Yasuo from Cooly. That was a speed run right there.
Yeah, and Cooly with no break, just half health Ekko. This might be over already. We'll see.
Yeah, we got the classic B&B here, and good sign. We're not dropping that right off the bat. We've been seeing a little bit this weekend. Ekko's hitting that super time winder a little bit late, so maybe stream nerves are not in play here. Like you said, they've already held the belt for a duo tournament, so they're no stranger to being in this situation.
I like the simple stuff Diaphone and K7 are going for right off the bat, though, you know?
I was talking to them earlier. They got upset in the mixed bracket pretty early on, and I asked them, like, hey, what was going on there? And they were like, honestly, I think we were over-communicating a little bit. So we think we need to kind of trust our gameplay, what we've been grinding the past few weeks, and stop yapping a little bit during these matches and just let the gameplay talk for itself.
So you're saying the strategy is going to be to shut the fuck up?
Yeah, that's the strat. And it seems to be working. They're on a 6 low state already, forcing Cooly to face the wind. And look at all this damage. This is the classic double down route we've been seeing all weekend. It's so much damage on deck, and if you're not breaking early, you're just going to have to hold all that plus the Oki.
Oh, and the dash up throw here to finish off Yasuo. Cooly down to the Ekko just again.
Yeah, hit him with the bees right off the bat to wrap up that life bar. Perfect still on the table here as K7's just going to continue on with this pressure. Catches a backdash with the low and baiting the burst as well on top of it. What a sick start. They're just ready for every level of defense here.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous switch to be able to block the burst.
Yeah, normally you see a lot of players get a lot of success blocking those bursts if they're rocking freestyle, but K7 and Diaphone just on the double down here, so gonna have those crazy reactions if you're gonna go for the tag block. And perfect off the table here. Fury's about to run out, so no chance at a TOD here, but still gonna burst and somehow managed to get through it with that roll.
Yeah, making great use of the Chrono Strike to get mix-ups here, but you're so low on health. One hit on Teemo, should be able to finish it off, though.
He says, please don't touch me, I got a slingshot. And I don't think this level 3 is gonna go all the way through. Is Teemo committed to an action? It is, so there's gonna be a little bit of damage onto the Yasuo, and it's gonna be Teemo off the board.
That's the one great thing 2XKO has done, is that your teammate doesn't get in the way of you being able to land level 3s, you know?
Yeah, you just go right through that and right away getting the mix. Is this Pixel comeback about to happen?
Bro, you can hear the crowd popping off for their Minnesota favorite right now.
Oh yeah, they're ready to see their boys pop off here, get the sick upset, but unfortunately, enemy AC-130 is inbound. We hit that 11 kill streak, call in the Yordle, and clean that up real quick.
I can tell you play some Call of Duty because you knew exactly how many kills.
I'm self-reporting hard right now. But man, good stuff. I mean, the hometown heroes here did make it pretty close in that second round. The first one was a little bit more dominant, so maybe if they continue on that trend, they can take one of these rounds here. And that's a great way to start off, getting that mix with the rewind. Whiffs on that downward slash. Unfortunately, just not enough hit stun. That hitbox is definitely big enough to connect if it was.
Yeah, and that's definitely going to cost him here. Yasuo is going to be in dire straits. You already know, after the super, he's going to have to eat.
Yeah, how many times are you going to have to hold this combo and lose 80% before you consider popping that break earlier in the round? Wonder if that adaptation is going to come through, but at this rate, you're not going to have too much time to adapt.
You know, maybe saving the Fury here for Ekko. Ekko almost came back on the whole team by himself.
That is true. That is true. I don't know. I'm just a believer popping that break early. You had a chance to get it back once more at the end of the round, if at all possible. I mean, especially with this team. You've seen it. It's already been 80%. There's no way they're dropping this combo between Diaphone and K7. So you let them get that B&B. I'd personally recommend getting out of it early. But hey, there's a reason why I'm talking and they're playing, right?
That's true. That's true. All right. Diaphone definitely getting the mushroom party started.
Yeah, it's a fun thing they've been doing. They'll go for that Yasuo Rekka and then handshake tag so Teemo can set up the mushrooms while K7 can still input each of those Rekka follow-ups while still being tagged out. So it just buys a lot of time to hold them down and block stun.
Yeah, that's pretty advanced strats there from the Diaphone K7 side.
Yeah, gotta love to see them taking advantage of those dual mechanics. There's a lot of hidden tech there to be optimized. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot of that continue on here. It's time for the mix while you hold the super tag. Great defense so far, and unfortunately still going to get clipped afterwards. feels like blocking against this team sometimes, you're just delaying the inevitable, right? Like, you just know the mix is going to keep on coming.
It's definitely a struggle, but there's really good eye from K7 to hit that 2H there. As soon as your opponent jumps, I feel like that's definitely one of the things that separate the top level from the high level, mid-level players.
Yeah, it's a lot of situational awareness you got to develop in this game, especially taking advantage of all those tools Yasuo has. He definitely has a full kit to take advantage of, so knowing when and where to use those is going to be massive. You see here, unfortunately, just barely going to drop. Just a little bit of a weird spacing on that interaction. And now it's back into the Rekka block pressure here.
And unfortunately, dashing up just to block isn't going to be the winning strategy. You're going to definitely have to apply some real pressure here, but we just went on a block fest.
Yeah, Yasuo dashing all across the screen, looking like a League of Legends match here. No minions to be found. He's still going to be sliding all around here. Teemo just throwing darts there in the background, just wanted to feel included, I guess. There was no shot that was connecting.
Yeah, but the Timewinder assist has been pretty nullified thanks to the wind wall, and Yasuo is going to be nullified altogether because he's going to die.
It's crazy, as if Yasuo needed any help to pick off throw, right? But those shrooms were there, ready to do the job. We'll take that if you're on the side of Diaphone to K7. And man, right away into the follow-up after, and great awareness to use the ultimate just before the break comes through, so able to knock them out in 4 clean rounds. They are looking dominant so far.
Around here, we're going to see if him and Duke can pull it off for Minnesota.
Exactly right, and I believe, if I remember correctly, in the mixed bracket, Diaphone and K7 were upset pretty early on by What the Falcon, and then I believe Freege knocked out What the Falcon a bit later. So if we're just going off that hierarchy, he definitely has the potential to hang with those two. So definitely, I would lean with them being the favorite here in this winter semis.
That means Freege is better than Diaphone and K7, right?
That's just math, right? That's how that works. I don't have no math degree, but it seems like that checks out. Either way here, we're going to hop in, and representing the Ahri Braum, we saw a bit of this earlier on their way up through the bracket, and really utilized it pretty well. Surprisingly, not a lot of just holding the Braum shield with the Ahri assist behind it. They really try to prioritize getting that unbreakable and abusing the armor with their pressure.
I mean, both strategies are pretty good, but I feel like at the highest level, a lot of people are probably used to dealing with the shield, so it makes a lot of sense to adjust to that.
You see here, the tentacle on deck, so that could have led to a full extension. Smart choice, use that break early. Don't deal with any of it, and you get the happy birthday for it, so it goes from bad to worse here for Freege and Duke. Gonna have to hold all this damage. Ahri is really good at maintaining this happy birthday combo, preventing any dropouts. Right after that interaction, though, it's going to be back over to Freege to get the classic Illaoi corner carry into the super install. What is the guess here? Back roll will buy some space, but what do you do afterwards? Just go back and throw a projectile. Works enough, I guess.
Yeah, definitely the fire blast there from the air. You know that move has no recovery frames, by the way? Is that crazy?
It's messed up. And doesn't that, like, if it hits, you can always air dash after too, even if you use it? Yeah, I mean, this character's not getting touched this weekend, by the way. So we'll see on Monday what changes are coming in. Ahri seemingly will be untouched, so she will be continuing on in those ranked matches. I'm sure you've been running into a lot of them. And there we go, the first Mighty Poro of the weekend. I don't think we've seen anyone land. Actually, no, there's just one other the whole time. There's just a lot of whiffs on that front, and it's a great way to get that guaranteed unbreakable and just kind of add to the mental stack right in the corner.
Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, Illaoi here taking it to Braum right now. Yeah, pushing Braum into the corner.
Good jump to avoid that command grab. If that tentacle's sitting on you on wake up, they actually can act up pretty quick. So Illaoi can get some strong open situations there. Here we see the shield eating all of this. The Super 1 is going to connect with the assist character, but the single hit of armor is going to be enough for Braum to power right on through it. Yeah. Somehow he didn't die. There was a magic pixel there as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that, eating the hit on armor, you didn't lose all of your health for it, but Ahri's going to lose all of her health in exchange, so I guess we're going to save the break and fury here for the next round.
Dude, every time there's a tentacle on screen and I get clipped by an Illaoi, I just wish I had that click remote from the Adam Sandler movie. Just fast forward me to, I know I'm going to be dealing with this Oki in like 10 seconds. It's such a consistent route with the tentacles on deck.
Crazy interaction to finish that round, though. Try to use the armor there. Tentacle came up and saved the day.
Always got to be mindful of those tentacles. They're going to be coming up even on block. Try to keep that in mind here. Burst going to be popped already for Freege and Duke in this final round of game 1.
Yeah, and I think that might have been a little accidental burst there, unfortunately. Right. But you know what? Your opponent's already used it, so you're okay.
Ekko is going to connect with that 2M. No mix needed if you're just not blocking low. Now it's going to be a tag launcher here. Get Illaoi set up. You know what's coming here. It's time to go gambling. Forward roll did almost work for a second. Tentacle's going to send it back in, but wins out on the scramble afterwards. Is there going to be enough distance here? No. Hit with just the tiptoes of that sweep, so not going to be able to connect with the power throw after. They have to hold all this, and a happy birthday combo as well. And unfortunately for them, they're going to lose the assist character first, so it keeps on going.
Yeah, and for one bad tag can definitely ruin your whole round. And that's exactly what happened here. We're going to see if Ahri has enough to be able to make this comeback on her own.
That's definitely one of those synergy checks for duos, right? Because even on solo, it can be hard to know when exactly to use the tags or push blocks properly, but it's even more difficult on duo because you have to assume what your teammate wants to be doing, otherwise they can get punished for it.
All right, great assist super there to try to keep Ekko locked down, and it does work out. And the block string from Ahri just never ends, bro. You got to hold that.
You got to hold that. Maybe if they go for that classic overhead, you can get a 2H, but other than that, you really just got to kind of wait for your turn here. And now with Fury activated, don't have to worry about chip, and when you get this hit into super, that's going to be plenty. Freege finding a way to get that first up. They're looking calm, cool, and collected after that one as well.
You got to stay calm in this game, man. You cannot be frantic at all. One mistake will cost you the entire round. That's what I love about this game. Tag games should be dynamic like that.
100%. And like you said, with Freege's history, being one of the top players in the region, it makes sense. Not really fazed by this situation. He's been here plenty of times before, so maybe there's a little bit more money on the line than the average regional, but hey, it just adds to the hype here. If you're able to take that dub, break gonna come through. Get off me, Braum. We don't want to deal with that on break pull just yet. And now gonna confirm off that assist. No hit afterwards, and the parry is gonna connect on the overhead. Great awareness there.
Yeah, great conversion from Ekko's side. Got to be a little bit more careful on the tags, though. I feel like we're not getting enough reward for the tags. As soon as I said that, though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, team of TJ and Taey, no problems converting off of that tag.
Yeah, great choice there to go for that super as well. You get extra damage if you have the screen space for every hit to come out.
Oh, amazing throw there to get the finish. No, but that's all right. Assist picks it up. Foxfire Blast assist. We're good.
Yeah, that spacing worked out perfectly for them, so great stuff here. Ekko's going to be off the table. It's just going to be an Illaoi here, and no Fury for just a bit. There's going to be plenty of health to go through and a break. So we'll see if Free can find a way, or Free can Duke rather, find a way to make this route back. This is not the start to that comeback for sure. We're going to be dealing with that classic medium Oki. No, we're tag launching into the Braum. You have Unbreakable on deck, so you can't spend it and get it back if you so choose. But goes for the wrong route in the corner, so not going to be able to clean that up.
Yeah, we're going to be able to carry all the way to the corner here with the relaunch.
Yeah, it wasn't quite all the way in the corner, so just opts to go for Super 1 here, get a little bit of extra damage. One touch could lead to death, unless the break is going to come through immediately. Gotta have those reactions ready. Oh, catches the throw with the 2M.
Oh, and doing anything he can to chip out there. Excellent work from Freege's side.
And they managed to chip away a little bit at Ahri's health in the back, so would have been the start of something, but immediately going to get that clip through the Fury as well. And it's an unfortunate way to end that round after a near comeback.
Yeah, I'm glad he opted to be a little bit aggressive there with the Ahri. You can't be too conservative in this gameplay. I feel like a lot of people, when they get a lead, they get to be a little bit too passive, let their opponent just kind of style on them too much.
100%. Full agreement there, and the overhead is going to clip afterwards here. No pickup after the wall bounce, and a whiffed command throw afterwards. Got to check your spacing on that one, and now you're going to have to beat this classic Ekko B&B. Are we going to go tag launcher? We're just going to go for Oki. It's actually going to be a little bit of a drop situation. You're going to get caught out, already committed to that Chrono Strike in the air. So great call out. I don't think he spotted that, but just wanted to buy some room here, and it ends up paying off big time for TNT. Oh, you got to love that if you're Illaoi. When you clip on both characters, you get 2 tentacles on deck to play with. And now, like we said before, all it takes is 1, and now you get this guaranteed conversion afterward. I imagine we go right into Super 1, get that little bit of extra damage, lock that in.
And sometimes when you're trying to make a 2-on-1 comeback, you need a little prayer on your side. Prayer motion, definitely getting it done. Ahri, though, once again, just like the end of last round, being aggressive on the open.
Yeah, it definitely can be tough for Illaoi to deal with that. You kind of got a hard call out with a 2H. Otherwise, not many of her moves are going to contest the airspace that Ahri's going to be navigating in. You see that into full effect here. Went for the little air dash mix-up, just a little bit out of range here to connect.
Yeah, it's so scary to 2H against Ahri, though. The way that she dashes back and forth, you might be the one whiffing.
Oh, that cross up, the Kane hitbox connects on the other side. And with Fury on deck, that could have potentially led to death. Nope, I guess you can't super after the back throw, it looks like, and now it's going to be double Fury. So Chip is back on the table here while both are active.
Oh, and Braum just gets pushed right back out. You don't get to play in this
Oh,
match.
no! The My Time clipped, but there wasn't a confirm afterwards, and they were just mashing the level 3 because, hey, why not? You have the meter. Pays off big time, and knocking out that Illaoi here. And that's going to be game 2 on the way to TNT.
Yeah, good job tying it up there. And that's the thing, when you're in the corner like that, you know, you're getting all this pressure, you're low on health, could be chipped out. Nothing wrong with going for a random level 3 every now and then. You know, we call it dynamic. Some people call it random. I call it dynamic.
I call it the Beyblade. You just got to let it rip every once in a while.
There you go. And what we were talking about before, keeping your calm in this game is so important, and you got to be aware of your opponent being willing to mash that.
Yes, got to catch on to those habits. And it's even harder on duo, right? Because you got to pay attention to habits per character. It's not even characters or habits per team.
Yeah, exactly. Each player could definitely be playing a little bit different.
These lights are just going to continue on getting damage to the Ahri in the background. Braum is going to end up getting clipped afterwards on the landing. Maybe wasn't expecting another hitbox there. Everyone's getting hit right now. I think every single character just took damage, and it's going to be Ahri winning out on top after that scramble. It should lead to a dead Illaoi if they don't opt to break. They do not, so that is going to be the start of this round going the way of TNT. Can the solo Ekko make it back? There is Fury to play with, but that's 2 big health bars and a break that they have to go through.
You know, I feel like it might have been a risky choice not to break earlier there, but we'll see if it pays off with this Fury. Already used a bunch of it with the Fury dash, but it's working out.
Yeah, I don't know if I love that second Fury dash. I don't think that was needed, but sometimes you can get that accidentally too if you're just tapping forward a little bit too much.
Yeah, but TJ and TNT using the break there early, saving Braum, and that works out perfectly.
Wow.
Braum says right behind you.
Gotta always be ready with that other character. Homie, it looks like he's churning butter in a game without motion inputs, but hey, gotta signal the command grab in some way, and now it's snack time. Fluffaporo's coming through, cleaning this up. It's basically the raging demon of this game, right?
This is why you get the 50 million Poros in the first month of early access. This super counts for at least 11 million of them.
That's good math right there. That's every single one counted up for sure. Now not double my time, double time winder assist. Interesting choice there. I wonder what the decision was behind that. Either way, after the double Braum assist, handshake tag, was looking to potentially confirm it's going to be Illaoi winning out here with that Super 1, moving the tentacle forward as well, sitting on top of that Braum.
Now, Braum definitely not having much luck blocking the overhead there from Illaoi. That's too many characters.
Yeah, you got to watch your dome for sure in this matchup. It's really going to be that overhead low mix-up in her block strings. Now, oh, just a little bit late. The jump just came out just a touch late here, so not able to fully confirm that would have been a dead Illaoi. And now it's Braum in disadvantaged state, going back full screen, trying to find a way to get this Ahri in here. Or not. Maybe we're just a firm believer Braum's the way to do it. Okay, there we go. Handshake tag is going to come through.
Oh, but yeah, it does not work out here. Ahri gets slapped up right away.
Yeah, got clipped quickly, and then just with that NA reset right after, going to be forced to break there.
Great challenge there from Braum. Quick break, though, from Freege Duke's side.
Yeah, here comes the pressure. 3 tentacles on deck. What's the option? Ahri just sends through all 3 and gets the clip as well. That forward assist so valuable for it.
Oh, my God. This is the match round here. TJ and Taey could take it all.
That's that point here, and the parry hitting from behind. It does cover both sides, mid and high. And that's going to pay off big time here. Going to go right into the super. And it almost looks like we had an IRL knockout there, but that's going to be GG.
You got to get the aisle row, bro. You got to get the aisle seats.
They're doing the seat assignment for me now. More and more airlines are doing that. Bro, come on now. Let me just book it early and secure my spot without paying another $300. But either way, we're hopping in here. Ekko, Teemo, 2x assists. Definitely agree with the fuse choice on this side. It's either going to be 2x or double down predominantly with that. And then we have the Braum, Yasuo, another Braum here for you. Rocking the double down as well. Don't know if I love the double down with Yasuo Braum.
Oh, what a ridiculous throw reset to get the finish here. You know, 20 seconds in, we haven't seen Teemo do a lot of zoning. I say that as soon as he steps back to zone.
They're listening to us, man. They are tuned in. And man, maybe they don't need any advice. They're rocking. Wow, I can't believe that actually connected. A lot of times when you land really high in that time winder, that medium's going to whiff, but barely clipped on Braum's toes there. And that's going to lead into another conversion here as well. In the next interaction, we got some shroom loops for you. Everybody's favorite combo route, but unfortunately gonna drop. No butt slam here. And it's just going to be more time to farm badges.
Yeah, with this low of a health bar, man, you just hold that Fury and wait for the next round. You're going to have to get a lucky happy birthday if you're trying to keep this going. Yep.
I was talking with Boba Teemo, one of the premier Teemo players in the country right now. Mostly he's just playing online, not entering brackets, but he was even saying, like, hey, if I get a strong lead with Teemo, I'm actually going to drop the combo intentionally and start farming those badges and make them earn the win if they're going to get the round.
Yeah,
just get the extra progress.
Definitely nothing wrong with that. Yasuo already wasted a meter, though, trying to parry at the beginning here. And that's what we were talking about. Parries, you can definitely, kind of, hurt yourself with that.
Yeah, it's a high commitment option with a high reward, so really got to be ready. And you got to be extra careful, too. If you're holding that down back, if you're playing at home, this might happen to you from time to time. You think you parry, but you're actually holding down back, so you get the low parry, and that's going to lose to mids and highs. So just another thing to keep in mind when you're using that tool. You see here the classic pressure from Braum going for the sweep after. It is going to connect after the handshake tag, but no conversion afterwards here, so going to reset to neutral. Yasuo does get the clip, so is able to set up his own solo pressure here. Good defense here. Just playing it calm and cool, collected, backing off a bit. I'd like to see people go for parry a bit more on that super. It's a little easier than you think to get that timing, and it prevents the additional chip, because all you have to do is parry one hit of it, and the rest of it goes away.
I do feel like as the game goes on and people are continuing to improve, we're going to see more parries on those Rift Supers.
Yeah, because despite what you may read on Twitter, people don't have the game entirely figured out and optimized just yet. There's a lot that needs to still be experimented with. Like, I'm sure you're aware, Illaoi has a just frame. I haven't seen a single person post any tech about that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's messed up. People need to start hitting the lab a bit more. But here we go here. Hot stuff is on deck, so gonna connect through. And I think the super was just gonna be buffered in there as well. That happens from time to time. So a little meter wasted, but not the end of the world when you got two on deck. Oh, pizza cutter coming through. Watch the back of your dome. Oh, no full conversion afterwards. That is rare for that situation. But Super Shroom is going to come through and do plenty of work. The JM isn't going to connect, but the 5H will on the ground, chopping that Braum in half with that axe.
The fun thing about 5H is it's actually pretty minus until you do the second 5H, and then it's less minus.
That's how it works. It's crazy. And then you can, oftentimes Teemos are generally going to go for that 6S1 right, because it's even on block. So
exactly.
It holds on lockdown as well. It allows for a lot of assist pressure. So Teemo definitely loves keeping you in that lock stun.
Oh, we're just going to let Yasuo tech, though.
That's just a raw reaction check right there. He did roll in his face into a light, and it won on interrupt. That's some aura farming tech right there. Good blocks here, just jumping back, playing it safe. No shield needed. Brought it out just to show it's there.
This is exactly what you need, though. You need that wind wall. Unfortunately, alongside that wind wall, your teammate is going to be Braum, so it's going to be hard for him to get in.
Exactly right. The Unk check does pass here. The cross through on the dash is going to connect and let Braum set up his pressure in the corner with this Unbreakable. It's a scary spot to be in. The Bud Slam does connect on the other side at first as a block. It's going to get opened up right after.
All right, Teemo by himself, still more than capable. He opts to go in right away, gets the break out of them. That's step one.
You think the Teemo's always going to want to back up and set up shop, but sometimes the simple jump in with the pizza cutter is going to be enough. I know, especially my time online, that third hit is going to catch a lot of people as well. I'm sure these gamers in the top 8 are prepped for it. Are they going to be prepped for this shroom loop route? It's going to be a lot of damage on deck here. Level 3 could come into effect once meter dump. No, it's just going to be short, so opting to go for Super 1 here.
And he techs forward and gets hit by it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Doesn't matter, though. We're okay.
It'd be hard to thread that needle sometimes, but like you said, totally fine here getting this next interaction. And smart to tag out with that double down, so maintains the Unbreakable buff on the Braum here.
Oh, that's so hard to deal with. Teemo, when he floats sometimes, you forget about everything else. You saw that assist super come in and just kind of body Yasuo. It's okay, though. We killed the demon.
Exactly right. The crowd seems like they might have a favorite here as well. Big pop off there for that round. And we'll see MrPoopies and Madruru can come through and continue on with this comeback. It's one round at a time in this game. Wow, the mushroom into the slingshot, not fully going to go into a connection afterwards. A nice little starter here. This is that classic route. Potential double take a break, or no, opts to go for the rewind after the Super 1. It adds up damage so quickly here. And the double assist, getting those double shrooms, just keeps on going.
Really great teamwork there. You can tell they've practiced that route before. It's really, some of those routes are much harder to do when you have a duo instead of a solo. So you have to practice it. They're still easily, you know, not easily, they're still capable of doing it, obviously. You can still do all the optimal stuff, and sometimes even better things.
100%, yeah. We'll definitely have to talk about what those hidden buffs are for duos. That specific route actually isn't too bad. The Ekko can kind of just mash, take a break, and the Teemo just has to throw the Shoom on the second hit of each take a break, and it's pretty reliable at that point.
Oh no, huge happy birthday opportunity here. Good call on the break early.
Yeah, that's really scary. If you can land that super assist with Yasuo on both characters like that, get the stagger, at least it's so much damage. You see how much came off the assist as well. And slowly be regenning that gray health, but opts to bring the Ekko in, so no regen on deck. We're just going to try to confirm here. Could set up some Oki as well. Oh, just a bit too high, so not able to connect with the tag launcher.
Oh, and the throw is going to take care of it, no problems, yeah.
Yeah, good call out there.
I think if he did get to kill Ekko, though, we would have seen that Fury in action.
I agree. They were believing in that comeback for sure. Got the crowd behind them as well.
Braum's definitely got to keep an eye out on the defense. Ekko's not confirming all of these tag combos, but he is still getting reset afterwards.
Nice parry. You see there, it does stop after that first hit, so buys you a lot of time. Keeps you nice up and close. And now we got the mushroom badge on deck, so you got to be careful if you're popping those. You're going to be eating that damage over time. You see a little bit of there on the Yasuo.
Oh, great choice to do the side switch there. Now you got Teemo in the corner. Unfortunately, Teemo is mashing his way out of the corner. We're going to loop all the way to the other side of the screen.
Not gonna lie, Teemo wins the match fest on you and he's not point blank hitting with the 2L. That's his only 6 frame. It's actually kind of on you because his next best button is going to be a 9 framer, and most characters should be able to beat that.
Yeah, but it's hard to always kind of account for somebody mashing on wake up.
That's fair.
I feel like.
That's fair. That's fair. You just assume they're not going to let it rock, especially with those weaker normals, and sometimes it does pay off for sure. You see, going through these raw overheads, normally it's not going to link into anything, but if you do catch on the counter hit, that will lead to a full conversion, and so will just that raw jump in, heavy to the dome, and this looks like this should be GG here. No, we're dropping those. Take a break, gonna drop here as well, so Fury's on deck. This is how it starts, one command grab at a time.
Not able to convert anything afterwards. Still applying the pressure, and there's the level 3 there. Good choice to wake up with it.
Hit him with the attempt 37. Great awareness in that situation. Time to let it rip. And even if he did get clipped by that medium, obviously, run, right? And we actually had a couple earlier in the bracket. Just barely didn't make it to top 8, but often getting top 3 in the duo brackets in this region here. I believe their team name was Doot the Victory Bugle, and they do not play Teemo, so I'm a little upset about that. But they are some real ones here showing up for the region. And this is going to be a real match here. We're hopping in. HeroAwesome, NuttyVevo against Obanambulance and Lord T-Rex.
Getting a little Jinx action here on the Obanambulance side.
Yeah, you don't see too much Yasuo Jinx in this combo. At least not since the super tag era, before that super was tweaked a little bit for Jinx. And you see they're not even opting for double down here. They're going to go with the 2x assist, which I don't know if I love for the Yasuo assist, but for Jinx it's definitely going to be really valuable.
Yeah, the assist is great, but then you lose the ability to just super tag.
Right.
Right? And, you know, regardless of what people may think about it or how they feel about it, it is a good mechanic to use.
Yes.
So if it's in the game, you should use it.
100%. If you got the tools, let it rock. I just think, yeah, with the Yasuo, like, generally, the main benefit from his forward assist is creating that sandwich, right? So if you're going to use another assist right after, you're giving up that sandwich potential. Yeah, you do get a potential hit, but I don't think the value's quite there. So I assume they see a lot more value with the Jinx here. Because that Jinx rocket is fantastic for Yasuo to follow up with. He can switch sides easily as it's following behind him and create that 50-50. Very valuable.
Yeah, some of these projectiles, though, they're going to find a difficult time just because of the wind wall.
Yeah, so some of the projectiles from Jinx will just immediately get deleted or pop on it. So you saw the rocket there just get deleted. But some of them, especially the Clappy, is just going to bounce off of it a few times in place. So that actually is almost a buff sometimes for Jinx because it continues to patrol that space in between her and the wind wall rather than just getting deleted right away.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Sure, you'll see some of that, especially if you get the enhanced Clappy. It's very, very valuable. Creates a lot of hits done on hit. You see the zap come through. You always got to pay attention to that meter. Slowly building up here on the lower right-hand part of your screen. You got to respect that. Projectile comes out real quick and has enough hits done to confirm from anywhere on screen. Time Winder's going to clip on the assist Yasuo, and then the 2x KO comes through on the other side. 3 characters just died in like 2 moves.
Damn.
How is that even possible?
Yeah, HeroAwesome and Nutty are definitely finding it a little bit difficult to deal with these Jinx projectiles. Been kind of blowing them up a little bit.
Yeah, you see right there, forcing the break right away. Now it's going to be a huge break advantage here, already a round up.
Oh, just a plain old jump in.
Sometimes the no mix-up is the mix-up, you know what I mean? And there you go, you see that in action, the Clappy running up against that wind wall. Just buys a little extra time filling up that screen.
And throwing that out there and then getting your jump in just kind of disables your opponent from being able to 2H in that situation.
Exactly. Yeah, because I believe that projectile doesn't go away if you hit the Jinx, so while some others might. See the rocket's just going to go under the Yasuo, not going to clip. It's totally fine. Handshake tag's going to come after. Zap is on deck, so able to fully confirm after the minigun here. I imagine we'll see some fireworks, but no, just barely going to drop it. Hit stun might have been a little funky.
I think once you get adjusted to the mental stack, the whip punishes are going to be a lot more frequent in this game, as you saw earlier.
Yeah, there are a lot of strong mediums in this game that cover a good amount of distance, especially with Ekko, Yasuo, a lot of these stronger characters as well. It's going to be a very valuable tool in the future.
Oh, we just ran right in there, man. It said, I'm sick of getting shot at.
I'm holding forward. I'm tired of backing up here, and sure enough, as soon as I say it, they opt to back up out of there. Lucky enough that they're going to be getting that Yasuo swap in, so don't have to deal with that Jinx just yet. Just got to watch out for those assists. Yeah, there's one here. Just going to handshake tag off it. Buy a little bit of space here. The Yasuo just get a little bit of that gray health back on deck. Let Jinx control full screen here. So maybe that's part of the value for the 2x with Yasuo, because you expect to play a lot more full screen with Jinx. That first assist isn't quite going to make it to the other side, so I'm starting to see the value here. Nice break to get out of pressure here. Unfortunately, you don't want to give up that resource when you're already down around, but got to keep your character alive. And all three characters have full meter on deck, so you better keep this block pressure safe, as we're running up on time here. This is going to be close.
Yeah, it feels like Team 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely going to take it. I do like the fact that HeroAwesome and NuttyVevo are starting to adjust, starting to find the timing where Ekko can jump over their team's wind wall and get in on Jinx. You know, it's like, oh, Jinx shoots one here, wind wall takes it, you jump over, this is your chance. You got to be able to take advantage.
Yeah, you can't autopilot when that wind wall gets put down. A lot of times you're just going to want to immediately jump over it, but you got to wait for that Yasuo to either commit to an action or handshake out of that situation. Otherwise, he's just going to clip you right on the way up. That stance 2H is at the perfect angle to clip you if you try to jump over. We're just styling here. A little bit of a missile cancel after the rocket jump. For my melee heads out there, if you know the Samus missile cancel, it works very similar to how Jinx is. And there's that Clappy getting 3 bounces there, buying a little extra time here, but smart the Yasuo not to run right into that.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hero and Nutty just kind of having to hold down back there. This is the chance, though. Big punish there on the super, but you got to drop. Can't afford those.
No, can't at all, and you can't get your block or base birded. God,
your
burst baited.
Yeah,
this has got me all weekend long, man.
I still call it burst. I know it's called break, but I mean, you know what I'm saying when I say burst.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they know what they're doing. They started with the same letter and everything. It's going to happen either way here. Double projectile come through. You just got to hold that. Like you said, find your way through. Wind wall coming up just in time to stomp that chomper. Great positioning on that. And now Jinx is going to get the connection. Like you said before, they're just deciding to run in a little bit here. And they're not paying off on that attempt.
Oh my God, and the rocket kills off Yasuo.
That was so visually tricky with multiple characters getting hit at the same time. That is going to be a Yasuo off the table here, so it's going to be Ekko with the execution check on the burrito. Not quite going to connect here. Didn't get the opening.
Oh, and a great step back there to punish the landing.
And I assume, yeah, that Fury's not even going to come online in time, so the super is going to connect. That is another round on the board here. 1 round away from securing this set and moving on to top 6. What do HeroAwesome and Nutty have to say about it? It's time to lock in if you're going to make this comeback. It has to start now. And this is how it can begin with this first opening here. A little Yasuo on Yasuo action. Do we opt for the reset here? Just going to force the get up. Double assist did connect, but no conversion afterwards. Didn't believe the second was going to land.
Yeah, I wasn't very aggressive with that follow-up on the reset. Surprised to see it, especially because of this team having Jinx. It's been given so many problems.
Exactly right. Shout out to Dr. Doom, that foot dive animation. Love to see it. I'm going to get the confirm after the assist as well. It's going to be a good amount of damage here, but opts to just continue on the pressure rather than spending any meter.
Oh, big 2H from Ekko there. Might be able to kill off Yasuo.
Opts to go for the reset as well. Get up attack is going to connect, so that burrito was not frame perfect. Really got to have that execution down if you're going to be running that on loop.
Oh, good choice to go in right after you get the blocks done from the Yasuo assist. Unfortunately, Yasuo with one big move there. It doesn't matter, though. 2H comes in, saves the day.
Yeah, I like the timing on that break as well. Make sure you maintain corner positioning. Great choice here, as it did lead to an open up. Now the Time Winder did connect, but just barely not in range to get the launcher afterwards.
I feel like the big thing Hero and Nutty are missing here, just these follow-ups after the resets.
Exactly. You got to be ready in those scramble situations. That's what separates the boys from the men, so to speak, in these duo comps. You see the beam super. It's going to get a little bit of damage, but it's not that great in neutral unless you know it's going to kill.
Good conversion off the Time Winder here. No, but a big drop once again. These drops are costing so much.
It was a misinput. I don't think that ever connects. I don't think it was just a mistiming. Either way, got to deal with these clappies coming through, and they're getting enhanced right away. That's unfortunate. They actually didn't hit with an ideal follow-up after it could have been a guaranteed launch, and now you're going to have to hold that.
Yeah, big whiff on the super there. Desperation attempt. Sometimes it works out, but Jinx was just too high, and now this zap is going to be all you need.
No air parry in this game, so you just kind of have to hold that. Unless you have Fury and the opponent doesn't, you're just going to get chipped out in that situation. That is GG. And great set. It's one of those 2-0s that doesn't feel like a stomp at all, right? Characters right now are on the higher end, and there might be a little bit of a gap between them and the others. Damn, they're getting crazy out here. Talking shit to the crowd and each other. Getting baited out of the daps there. But I think it's all in good fun here. Friendly rivalry here in the Midwest.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Double tag on round start. Why didn't you guys just pick who you want on point? Unless it's specifically for this team.
It's the mix.
Yeah, true. Mind games. You think you're going to be dealing with this Ekko. Nope. Time for shrooms.
And you can kind of just choose to win wall there in the beginning if you want, but you got to watch for the tag, right?
Yes, correct. And nothing that can really challenge that on round start.
Great conversion off of that Time Winder there. Looking clean with it. Going to go for the reset, and we're going to follow up aggressively with the meaty. I love it.
Yeah, got to continue that pressure. No assist to follow him up afterwards, but just going to follow up and see what opening they can get. Now you got to find a way through these shrooms and slingshots. The jump S1 is going to get you closer, but landing in the shrooms is going to prevent any type of closeout you had there.
Yeah, I feel like the jump S1 was preemptive. He thought the tag was coming potentially.
Oh yeah, I could totally see that actually. It's very common Yasuo's will try to go for that jump over cross up where they S1 over the head of the opponent and call the assist behind them. I think there was a little too much distance there for that to be on the table, but could have been just trying to get their teammate in one way or the other. Now it's going to be back to Teemo setting up shop here. What is the answer here? Yasuo can kind of slice through a lot of these shoes very quickly. As you see here, able to knock one out and the Ekko.
Yeah, great win wall there. That's exactly what he was looking for. Trying to inch closer so he can win wall right. Oh my God. Invisible, man?
Chat, you got hit. Let's be real.
You got all these powers and you're invisible?
The crazy thing too is like they actually kind of like make him self-report. A lot of the times that you want to go for invisible mix, you're going to generally want your assist character in the mix, right? So you either bring them out or you're going handshake tag back and forth if you have freestyle. But it's actually a debuff because the player indicator shows up over Teemo if your teammate is on screen. So you actually always want to do solo mix if you can to stay truly invisible.
Oh, I did not know that. I'm going to look for that the next time he goes invisible.
Yeah, I was trying to set up. There was I don't know if you remember from the Teemo trailer, there was a wild restand situation with Teemo Blitz, and I was trying to recreate it, and I was like, wait, they can just see me the whole time. They just see the player 2 indicator right there. It's like, kind of defeats the purpose.
Oh, they can see plenty of Teemo just right there, finishing off with a level 3.
I love that animation, so good.
Both of these teams are playing so strong right now to start it off, man.
We love to see it. Getting that throw tech as well. It's a very tight window in this game, so always shows how locked in these gamers are. Knowing what's on deck and getting the badge progress onto the slingshot while trading in for the Ekko to get the conversion. Going to force the breakout here.
Oh, that throwing that Time Winder downwards when you jump, man, it's really unstoppable a lot of the times. Someone's got to be up there and meet you face to face.
Yeah, it's a real insane execution check. We saw once yesterday someone managed to get the parry on reaction, but I mean, it comes out so quick, and depending on the spacing, it could decelerate before it makes it to your parry. So you really have to have strong awareness of the positioning if you're going to go for that option.
Oh my God, Yasuo getting chased down by all these mushrooms.
Wow, ends up on the other side of the pizza cutter, but no full conversion afterwards. We got 1-2M. Was looking to try to find a way for a butt slam for sure, but not able to, and just going to back off here and reset up shop.
All right, we're going to let the mushrooms do the work again. Wind wall not stopping? Oh, it does stop it. Okay.
I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone place that super shoot and go for that messed up tech. I don't know if you've seen the bug. You can shovel it once to activate it, and then if you shovel it again while it's in the air, it like sets it to a new height. So it'll start bouncing like mid-air and cover it, so you literally can't jump over it whatsoever.
I thought that was some kind of weird bug for sure. That couldn't have been intentional, right?
No, it's not intentional, I'm pretty sure, but it's very easily replicatable, so curious to see if people would use that in match here.
Bro, having all of these badges.
Tick down, but you have the mushroom badge. They just let so much health on both characters sitting in that cloud. It's crazy.
Yeah, poison damage is so strong in this game right here.
It adds up so quick. And if you are labbing stuff in training mode back at home, the poison damage does not count in the combo damage in training mode. You have to watch the health bar to see how much it actually does.
Oh no, and the get-up attack finishes him off. He thought he had an opportunity there on that knockdown.
Yeah, great call out. I think that might have even just chipped out even. Here comes the super one from Ekko. Gonna get the pickup after. Time is gonna come into play here. So you're just like gonna kill time if at all possible.
Oh, just 4 seconds left. He has to know the time is up now. Running away.
He backed up just a bit. Popped the Fury to try to cause a little bit of chaos, but it didn't work. You see some apologies from the duo there. I think he was trying to sell him on whatever idea he had.
Well, the thing is, if he had popped the Fury a little bit earlier, I think he would have regained some of that health back.
That's true. You would regain the health. That's probably the move because you get the speed buff too. So if you want to close that gap from an Ekko backdashing all the way across the screen, probably the move.
Probably just yelling, Fury, Fury. You know
Romola
what?
burst.
You know, this is one of the, this is like I said, this is one of the first big duo-only tournaments in person, right? This might be the first big one.
Yep.
And I'm starting to see where we might need some advanced tech in the production side, where maybe we need to get the players some headphones so they can communicate with each other, you know?
That's true. When the crowd's getting a little crazy, I can only imagine as the events just continue to get bigger and bigger, the audience is going to get louder and louder. And it's going to be hard to get those communications through. You're going to have to get hand signals down at some point. And I was talking to Diaphone and K7. They were saying they have round start play calls like it's a football play.
Yeah, yeah,
like Blue 82 on round start, and you know what nicks to go for. So
you got to have that. But yeah, I feel like if you can just communicate what to do with your teammate and the other team can't hear you, that's kind of nice.
For sure.
So I'm sure that's something we're going to look into in the future.
I was telling them they should try getting like a code word to fake calling for a burst, so you make the opponent try to bait it, and then they just drop the combo intentionally.
My code word is going to be, don't burst.
They'll never see it coming. Nice roll through, but not going to get the confirm afterwards because burst is going to cause that to drop here. And nice reaction on the charge heavy miss me with that. I'm going to hit it right back at you. Oh, we got the route ready for it on deck. Backing up with the time winder. No conversion afterwards. Just barely not close enough. Man, he had the sauce ready for us.
Yeah, my dude was definitely styling on him a little bit too hard, maybe.
Here we go, right back into the beauty. Doesn't connect. I don't know where that time winder went, but now you're going to be eating this Teemo damage.
Oh, as soon as you get close enough to Teemo, man, he smacks you with the frying pan.
Sends you right back out of there. That super one just creates so much distance between. You have to worry about that bush behind you as well. You can easily come up behind you with a cross up, and following up that slingshot creates so much guaranteed pressure. You got to be careful for the roll through, and then you got to be ready for the forward throw afterwards. If Ekko has enough meter on deck, is able to drop that ult afterwards. This should be enough to kill. No, not quite.
I feel like Fooly Cooly has done such a good job of being able to close distance on Teemo, but not getting the offense afterwards. It's like, okay, we finally made it here. Now what?
Step one is complete. Step two, we'll revisit that part of the plan later. As we see Teemo again get the launcher, carry over to the corner. Badge progress looking pretty solid. Halfway through on two of them. Dart badge untouched right now.
All right, Bakarina and Yuse definitely on match point here. Let's see if Fooly Cooly can turn it around. Like I said, they've been doing a great job of closing the distance.
Oh, the distance was just not enough. He went for the parry afterwards, and it would have been so free, but I believe it was like the last active frame ran out. That is unfortunate.
Oh, my goodness. Great bait on the tech.
It's huge. Good burst to waste that super meter. And another parry attempt, but that's not going to pan out either. That was just a soul read. Now you got to hold all this. It's going to be another chrono break into a tag launcher situation. Let Yasuo do his thing. You can go for the reset here if he opts. No, forces the early get up. Tries to just continue pressure that way.
All right, now we're just playing the slingshot mushroom game. Yasuo once again able to work his way into no problem. Just swing that 5M, baby.
Happy birthday. No, it drops. Yasuo is so free at picking that up, but it's not going to come through. It ends up bursting right after.
Great choice to not force a 2H there and just kind of wait for Teemo to get low enough.
Oh, that's so devious. He had the right call out on the handshake tag, but Teemo rolling S1 is able to clip on the other side. That's so unfortunate. What a turn of events here, but still able to get the pickup afterwards. It's just going to be up to the Teemo here in this round. It's a long road ahead. I think you just want to build up a little bad progress, if at all possible. That's what we're opting for here. I'm just going to get dropped for it. Does this? Sometimes that Super Shroom will pop and count towards the badge. It doesn't there, not out long enough, so.
Great choice from the Fooly Cooly team, though, to go for that. Getting the stinger all the way across the screen, finishing off Teemo.
Yeah, I'm surprised they went for that. He had the super meter, so could have gone for the projectile invuln super, but I guess 6 in one, half dozen to the other. You're going to end up with the same result either way. And now, while on set point here for Bakarina and Yuse, Fooly Cooly trying to bring this to a game 3. This is not how you want to start it, though. Yeah,
easy air-to-air conversion there from Teemo. No problems with that. Yeah, the super drop side, it's all right, though. You do enough chip there, keep your opponent in the corner. You just back away, keep throwing these shrooms out.
Yeah, especially if you don't have the dart badge, that S1 super is not going to be the most damaging thing anyway. So if you're going to drop a super, that's one that you're okay with. And there you saw the bush come into play, able to teleport onto the other side and get an opening off of it. A ton of value for Teemo. You always got to keep that in the back of your mind.
You can really tell. I feel like Fooly Cooly has definitely labbed out the Teemo matchup, though. They really seem to know what they're doing, know how to approach this character.
Yeah, it seems very well prepared. I'm sure you're running into a lot of Teemo if you're grinding online these days. So definitely makes sense. Great character lab out here.
Yeah, it's definitely a different strategy than I normally go for because I just complain about the character, but these guys went to the lab.
Look, Twitter's got that on deck too, so there's plenty of complaints out there. These guys, it seems like they are just locked and loaded on improving every day. There's a reason why they're in top 8 here. There's a reason why they are going to be moving on to top 6 as Bakarina and Yuse. What a great set, and it's all love across everybody here. Who takes it? Is it going to be the Yasuo and Jinx, or is it going to be the Ekko Illaoi? A little bit of an old school comp versus a comp you really just don't see much with the Yasuo Jinx 2X assist.
Yeah, for sure. But we've seen Jinx give people some problems in the last match the Obanambulance and Lord T-Rex played in.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely controlling the screen well at full screen, if at all possible. Now it's just going to be Yasuo coming in here, trying to maintain some pressure. Gets the win wall down, trying to buy some time until that assist comes back online. Only one assist coming through with the Illaoi. Didn't want to overcommit there and get punished. And that raw 5M is just going to connect the neutral, so forcing the break early on and still going to get a little follow-up after here. Some extra damage on the Yasuo in the background. There's a setup. Toss all those projectiles. Get down, Mr. President. I'll hold that for you. We just slowly going to have to dash block their way in here. And is able to do so. Didn't believe in the Rekko. That could have been a lot of damage onto both characters. But unfortunately, now going to have to eat a bunch of damage in the other direction.
Oh, unfortunate with the anti-air bullets there. Keeping him back full screen once again. Great tag to Yasuo. They've been using that 2-time assist pretty consistently. Yep. Duke and Freege are ready for it. They know they have to block it, but unfortunately it just keeps you further back away from that Jinx.
That's exactly right. Got to be aware of how those interactions are going to come through. We have an attempt at a variation of the OS. I think that's a little closer to the kebab, but not going to come through yet again. Really haven't seen any Ekko players this weekend really dominate that option select. That is so, so valuable.
Oh, and Ekko does find his way in here. Great assist from the Illaoi, but no conversion off of that. We still got 2 tentacles in play.
Unfortunate. He went for the air hop, could have potentially continued with some block pressure, but went for the cross-up button, so ends up whiffing point blank. Now Fury on deck, going to hopefully try to chip on through this Jinx. Going to force her to potentially pop their own Fury. We do have to respect the ult that is on the table, but not even going to be needed. We're just going to let the beam super go. Shoot him if you got him. She's always got him.
Yeah, I feel like Ekko is trying to jump out of that block string there. Yasuo assist, keeping him grounded though. Trying to jump out of block stun is dangerous in this game.
Exactly right. And just a raw hit on that handshake tag. No reaction there because there was no interrupt on deck. Unless there was a potential start to a jump. Maybe got caught in the jump frames. Either way.
Oh, not enough motion there for Illaoi though. Yasuo just jumps in. Seeing a few drop combos here. It's going to cost you. You got to be careful.
Yeah, got to take advantage of every opportunity you get here. It's just going to get harder and harder with less room for error the further you get in this bracket. And now is the time you got to clean things up. See there the charge to S2. Able to get a little bit of pressure after the rewind, but not going to matter. Illaoi comes in, gets clipped by the minigun. Looks like Yasuo and Jinx are in a great position here to clean up this first game.
Oh, not yet, though.
We're checking the burrito. Don't quite have it on deck yet. Still does continue some pressure and able to get the mix afterwards. Still pretty advantageous situation, even if you drop it.
Yeah, I might be able to get the kill here on Jinx.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge. One-on-one situation here. And we're pretty close to Fury as well. We might be able to close this out.
That was great timing for that combo to kill as well. You saw the break bonus pop up on the final hit, so not going to generate that extra break that could have come into play to keep Obanambulance and Lord T-Rex alive here. But they're going to have to watch Ekko, Chrono Break, or not even. We're just going to Super 1 in their face and clean up this round and bring us to a round 3.
You got to watch out for those whiff parries there, man. Parry can get you in trouble if you don't time it right. Can't just throw them out willy-nilly.
High risk, high reward. You love to see it. Let's see what these players are up to here. They're going to continue the pressure. Every time that Jinx is running in, you got to watch your toes. The running M is definitely going to be the most common choice there. And now you saw the tentacle did come online, so we're going to get the full conversion in the corner here. No opt for super. Oh, they did it at the great time. So you're going to interrupt that super, waste the meter, and reset back to neutral. Love to see that break timing.
Yeah, that's a really good strategy a lot of people are starting to use. You know, if you've already lost a lot of damage there, you don't really suffer from losing too much more. Big parry, though.
Yeah, miss me with that Unk check. I got those on lock. It's going to be a nice little bit of damage, and the side switch allows for corner pressure, and we saw the 2x assist with that Jinx rocket just allow Yasuo to create that free left-right mix.
Man, Obanambulance and Lord T-Rex are working so well together using that rocket assist.
Exactly right, and that whip parry did come through here, but no punish on deck for the Ekko on the side of Duke and Freege. Now you're getting zapped across the screen. Just going to go for the nice, reliable damage here, nothing too crazy. You have a strong health lead here, so you don't want to overinvest.
Gonna shoot him one more time here. We got Fury on deck. We're gonna have to pop it at some point.
Yeah.
We can't wait to get hit because it's gonna be too late.
Yeah, unless you got those godlike reactions, you kind of just got to pop it at that point. Some hits, even just one hit, depending on whether it's a throw or whatever it may be, could just wipe you out. And those 2 hits are just going to be so quick that unless you're ready on the first one, you're just going to get wiped out.
You got so much gray health there. It's just better to pop it in neutral in that situation. Had a chance to win it all. I'm sure if he could have it back, he would have popped the Fury. But you know what? I mean, it's a pressure situation. You don't know. You don't want it to get blocked either.
Right. Yeah. I mean, hindsight's obviously 20/20, but I think you just got to play the risk-reward game, and unfortunately, it doesn't pay out on that turn here. Great blocks here on the dash through. Not getting mixed here, but the happy birthday is going to come through after. Surprising drop, and didn't have to invest the break. That was a big break for Duke and Freege there. No pun intended.
Yeah, just dashing up to get the 5M though.
Nice. The back assist from Illaoi covers so much screen space. Nice little knockdown. Lets Ekko get his offense set up here. Oh, and they're just going to clip with that. Going to have to force the break here. Yasuo's going to come in and see what he can do. We're getting clipped by the first Illaoi assist. So there's a tentacle to work with as well.
Yeah, we're just going to hide behind the wind wall there for a little bit. Yeah, get rid of that tentacle. You don't want any problems later.
Great choice there, and going to follow up after the rocket. No confirm again. You've got to make the most of these situations. Luckily for the whip parry is going to be enough not to get a direct punish, but getting mixed right after.
It could have even been a situation where you could have gone for chip there if you really wanted to.
Yep.
Illaoi all by herself though. Pops the Fury, doesn't break away your opponent though.
Yeah, that was risky to do it so high up. You could fall in and get punished afterwards. There's no way to tag out in the situation, but with the Fury, this simple B&B is going to be more than enough to wipe out the Yasuo. You still have plenty of Fury on deck here. You cannot get touched once if you're Jinx for the next 2 seconds.
Yeah, try to go for the overhead right away. Didn't work out. It's okay. Yeah, that's it.
Such an easy confirm for Illaoi. Any normal in the air, or at least any medium or heavy. I'm not sure if light always confirms. Goes right into that S2. Then you get the S1 super right after. So, especially with Fury, that's going to wipe out plenty of HP.
Gonna opt to be a little bit more defensive at the start here with Ekko.
There's that running 2H, or 2 medium. You gotta be watching for it. Whenever that Jinx is running in, you see it again, clipping at the toes.
That's classic zoner strategy there. Feel like you just wanna, shoot projectiles all day and then dash right in to surprise your opponent.
Yeah, exactly right. The 4th throw is gonna come through here because the tentacle does not enact, so it's gonna have to try to continue that pressure. That scramble ends up leading to an advantage here for the side of Obanambulance and Lord T-Rex. Just taking your time. Launch those projectiles full screen, set up Yasuo over there.
I like the attempt on Yasuo there just so that he can't tag.
Exactly right. went to try to potentially tag in after that rocket, got interrupted, so wasn't able to do so. And now I'm assuming you would try to get this Illaoi in while you have just a pixel on the Ekko. Who needs it when you can just empty jump low, get the pickup? But the trade on the projectile is going to get... Oh, I actually think it's just a raw interrupt, to be honest. So Rocket is going to wipe out that Ekko clean. It's just going to be up to Illaoi here. Perfect timing with the Rekka. That's going to go right through those projectiles.
Yeah, take your damage. Yeah, take your damage when you can, because you get an air throw like this one here. Yasuo is going to come in with very low health. It's going to be one hit away.
Oh, and the parry does connect. There's going to be a bit of scaling here. Even if you had level 3, it's not going to lead to a TOD. But not even going to get a decent combo afterwards. That drop is going to be pretty painful here as the Illaoi just comes right back in, takes that game.
Now, it's hard to tell here sometimes on the duos, but I believe that's Freege playing the Illaoi, right?
That's a good question. I'm going to go with yes, because it seems like that's getting the most work done, and just based on the resume we were talking about earlier,
yeah,
I'm going to lean that way, but I'm not 100% positive.
I mean, from what I've seen, Duke is a pretty strong player as well, so I wouldn't say one's better than the other, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean it to mean Duke at all, but the Illaoi is definitely been cooking here. And unfortunately for the Ekko, going to get a lot of damage on deck here and get mixed right after. Do we opt for the break or do we just hold it?
Yeah, I think at this point we're, no, I think we were waiting for the break, never came. Try to bait it out.
Still just able to clean it up right after with that Jinx assist, so it is up to the Illaoi once again. Does have the Fury to potentially work with here.
Once again, drops the Yasuo combo. Working our way in, but no, big whiff here and an assist call. Gets you almost lost both your characters.
And unfortunately for Illaoi, it can be a little challenging to get those happy birthday routes with the tentacles. You saw it drop there. Now going to be a big bit of damage here as well. And I was just taking a look at the hands as well. It is Illaoi on Freege.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Let's see here. Gets the super assist to connect. Nice little pickup after with the super install. Back roll is going to buy plenty of space. That tentacle's drunk, going the wrong direction for some reason. And hitting the bar a little too much. And that is not a projectile, so it's not going to go through, but it is going to trade and lead to the stagger. That works out so great for Obanambulance and Lord T-Rex here as they move on to set point, trying to find their way into top 4.
Yeah, I don't know who's playing who on the Obanambulance and Lord T-Rex side, but both players are crushing it right now. The Yasuo has been ridiculously on point with the parries. Obviously, Jinx has been great with the projectiles and the timing. But we're going to see if you have what it takes here. They got one more round to go before they can close it out.
Exactly right, covering all that space with the enhanced choppy and the minigun. Yasuo's dashing in and out. Just handshake tag, play things a little safe here, and the stance 2H is going to connect, but no full conversion after. Yasuo has some of the most reliable combo routes in the game. You can't be dropping those opportunities.
Good choices here from Ban and Lord, backing away here. Unfortunately, though, Duke able to close the distance quickly with that dash up.
And going for the tag launcher here. Time to go gambling. What is the guess? It's always high risk with such low reward, but the forward roll is going to pan out this time and get you back into the corner. Control. Nice dash through with the Yasuo to connect, but again, no conversion. The mix, it's like if you get the mix but no combo after, it's like getting the nasty cross up and missing the jumper, right? Like
you can't miss a layup.
It's not really a highlight. Like you got to get the whole thing.
But yeah, definitely the set play from Ban and Lord is ridiculously on point right now.
For sure.
Yeah, they've got this stuff well timed out. That was probably the best duo mix-up I've seen so far today.
Yeah, I would agree so far. Imagine things will just get more and more crazy as we continue up the bracket. What a whiff. Just barely doesn't hit on the other side. The parries come through, but it's not going to be enough. Wasn't mashing to catch the Yasuo parry, so not going to connect. It's going to be an Illaoi off the table. It's just going to be up to Ekko here on their tournament life.
Ekko might be able to get the kill here. No, break is going to come into play maybe.
Oh, they did it too high, so they ended up falling into a punish. Unfortunately for the side of Duke and Freege, they only killed the point character, weren't able to kill the assist character in that same combo.
Well, this might be just enough for Duke here to be able to close this out.
You better keep this pressure real tight. There was 3 meter on deck for the Yasuo, but that's going to be plenty. Gets the conversion here. You're going to a final game, final round to secure the final spot in top 4.
Yeah, match point for both teams right now. The pressure is definitely on. Good tag here with the rocket. Nice and simple, but unfortunately, your opponent just jumps up and comes down on you.
I can't believe that rocket went over the Ekko there. That was crazy. It was really low. It didn't even connect. Now you're going to have to deal with this install super again. Time to go gambling. And you're going to get picked up with the forward throw. You got to deal with that mix one more time. So much pressure here coming through. Good stuff. Blocking the lows here. And the missed parry again.
No.
We're betting it all on black, and it's coming up green. Unfortunate choice here. And the stray hit in the air is going to be a counter hit, so able to fully convert afterwards as well. Time to guess again. Likely for your character at this point. Charge overhead is going to create another tentacle with a jump in afterwards. It's going to be enough. Going to force the Fury out here. Jinx all alone, trying to keep the set alive here. And not going to do it. Getting caught on the toes. GG's. What a set back and forth.
All right, the crowd is ready. The players are ready. Let's get it popping here.
Let's go. We love to see it. Midwest is ready for some sick fighting game action. I hope you are all at home too. Let's see who takes this prize pool home. We're kicking off winners finals here. This is going to be top four, or not top four.
Winners finals right now, yeah.
First to three action as well.
For sure. And I think Braum might be the difference maker. All right. I don't know how much experience Diaphone and K7 have against Braum, considering that as a top player, you're normally playing against other top players in practice, right?
Yes.
And how many top players do you know that play Braum?
Not many. And early on, Diaphone was one of the Braum players, so he has a little bit of experience as a character. I don't know how much he's been fighting against them, but I'm not going to lie. They may not see him often, but this could be why. They're getting deleted before they get a chance to play.
You know, matchup may not matter when both your characters are falling off the screen here. Yeah, Teemo's going to be able to finish this off super easy. All that smack I was talking about Diaphone and K7, they're like, nah, shut up, Tong.
And look at all that dart badge progress as well. That route is so sick to build up that badge. And it just adds to so much more damage on the line. And immediately into another happy birthday. What a brutal start here for TNT. Just going to get so much health wiped off the board here, and it's not done yet.
Diaphone, K7, just watch out. As soon as TNT plugs in the controllers, bro, it's going to be over for y'all.
Yeah, I mean, they did a button check, but maybe they need a second one just to make sure the first button check worked, right?
Oh, no, that's all right. We're live now. Ahri, yes. Mash those 2 L's, baby. Get in there.
Yeah, we ain't scared out here. Mash those buttons.
We should be a little scared right now.
Look, man, I didn't pay $3.99 to block, right? I'm pressing buttons.
My dude is slinging rocks right now.
And we're slicing and dicing on top of that, wielding that Sephiroth sword to maximum effect here. This is going to be game one over in the blink of an eye. That's a new PB.
Okay, that was a little too fast for me. All right, come on, TNT. Let's get it together. I know you guys got what it takes. It's a first to three. That first game was just for data. We didn't get a lot of data because it was fast.
Yeah,
but it is for data.
Look, we got that fiber, so that don't need much time to get the full download. Okay, maybe
we need a
download
second game for data. All right, this is also for data.
Look, yeah, this isn't the set, so you got plenty of time to work with here. Man, right into the tag launcher again. This is just going to be the classic situation here. So much damage on deck. And again, if you don't opt to use that break early on, look how much you're holding.
That's all right, though. We still got enough life to play with. And, yeah, we're going to tag into the Braum, obviously. Not an optimal tag, but that's okay. Smack around Teemo a little bit just for his crimes.
Smack the Teemo while flexing with a one-finger push-up. That's some aura farming right there out of Braum. It's even on the assist character. You don't even need to do that. You're just doing it for fun.
How you do a one-finger push-up? You weigh like 500 pounds as Braum, bro.
I can barely do one push-up with 10 fingers. Man, I wish I got 10 hands down.
It's all right, though. Ahri, unfortunately, meets an early end right now. Braum's going to come in solo. I believe in the Braum, man. Show me what Braum can do.
Look, I'm not going to lie. You believed in the Braum after game one, and it's not looking much different right now.
I am no longer a believer.
Maybe in the next round. Ask me in 15 seconds.
It's all right. You know, K7 just got lucky, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's all it was.
Placing those buttons in the optimal place every single time, you know, that's luck.
Look, the crowd isn't believing in them, though. They want this comeback from TNT. Can they have this explosive comeback and earn their namesake? Or are they just going to continue kind of getting rolled a little bit? This has been a brutal start here for them. Look at all this damage on deck. Super Shroom coming through.
Yeah, we're just going to hold all this damage, though. We're going to wait for the reset here. Yeah, and Peck forward works out perfectly. Oh, we don't get the tag. Great offense from Diaphone to prevent that.
Air throw going to come through and punish that Ahri for throwing out a projectile, freezing her momentum in air, and no break either. So it's just going to be the Fury on deck for the Braum to bring this round back to have a chance at taking game two.
Hype machine aside, obviously, I don't think Braum is a great comeback character, right?
Right.
I think he's a great momentum character. leaving the Fury to Braum instead of breaking to save Ahri might cost him here.
Yeah, it's looking like that's going to be the case. It just takes so much time for him to even find a way in here. It can be a little bit predictable with that approach if you're just going for that charge S1. And the mix there, that crazy side swap is going to pick up after the Sonic Ball coming out of Teemo. And 3 meter on deck. You could just dump this for a lot of damage. Oh, just barely didn't pick it up, actually. Interesting. Limit Strike comes through there. Maybe he did the roll behind the Super Shroom. Kind of hard to tell, but able to pick up afterwards. A quick start, 2-0 here. I mean, all the gamers out here in the Midwest are having a great time. Either way, they're trying to send some love over to their hometown heroes. It's going to be a long road ahead of them, but if they're going to do it, it has to start somewhere.
I'm sending all my love to TNT, bro. Boo K7 and Diaphone right now. All right?
If there's a time and a place, it is now. Gets the falling L to connect. That pesky dart is going to be a counter hit, so able to get this conversion afterwards. Just set up the Shroom for a little bit of Oki pressure.
Oh, no. They gave Teemo an 11-frame overhead. Wow.
That Yordle needs it, for sure. Yay, Teemo. We all love Teemo.
That's all right. I thought Teemo was a cute character, you know?
They did a good job with him, man. That character's got a lot of personality. He's a little demon, but he's having a great time over there. And put some respect on his name. That's a junior Bandle Scout right there. He worked hard for that title.
All right, and of course, we have the tag right off the super there. Great work from K7 and Diaphone. The synergy is too strong. We're going to get rid of Braum.
Yes, sir.
If we get one combo here with Limit Break, we have a chance at Fury before this round is up.
That is true, and you definitely need it. You don't want to fall down to your final life of the set already. And you can tell they're slowing down the pace here a little bit to feel things out. That Super Sis is going to get a lot of damage on deck to both characters, but Yasuo going to connect through with that 2H. Assuming we don't drop this, just let the ult rip. That's going to be another round secured. Great stuff out of K7.
Man, I can't believe they allowed Yasuo to get 3 meters. He should be stopped at 2.
He doesn't need that.
That's my feet. That's my 2x KO bug. Hashtag.
Your homie's leaking the patch notes already. Be ready on Tuesday.
All right, tagging into the Braum here. Let's go, Braum. Get closer. Don't worry about the shield. Hit him with the shield. Oh, unfortunate. The 17 overheads here from Yasuo. Too much for Braum to block.
Hitting him right on that ball dome. Now the classic extension we've been seeing. It's setting up the pressure with the Burning Bush afterwards. And gets the flip over to the other side with that Shroom Toss. And great parry on the Pizza Cutter. No conversion after.
Yeah, dropping that conversion there is huge. You had the opportunity that you were looking for with an amazing parry.
If you just heard an audible groan from outside your window at home, that was the entire audience being disappointed that that parry didn't lead to a pickup.
Oh, the stare down does not work. Down for TNT. Diaphone, quick with it.
Looks like they were taking your advice. They're going to donate Braum first, so Ahri has a chance to use that Fury later on to potentially make this comeback, but...
Yeah, Ahri's basically guaranteed this Fury now. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Just, yeah, any amount of damage or time it would take to end up this round, she will get access to it at least once.
Yeah, the TNT Ahri here. I believe in the comeback. Make it happen.
You believe in a lot in this set, and I don't know how much that's paying off.
I'm a believer, bro. I'm not with you non-believers, all right? Oh, you know, I stopped believing just before that happened, so I don't be wrong.
I was going to say, a broken clock could be right twice a day, but it's right 0 times in that set, so there's a little bit of extra stuff you get to pull off with it.
I think that might be the strongest part of 2x assists.
Yeah, for sure. You get a lot of value out of that, especially with the Illaoi. Covers a lot of distance. Same with Yasuo. We'll see here how this pans out. First interaction is going to lead to Teemo being blocking this in the corner. Able to find a conversion out of that. Great mash.
Yeah, we got a little bit distracted there when Ekko came in, right? Looking for the handshake tag.
Exactly right. Nice clip here with that My Time. Able to connect with the down S2 from Illaoi afterwards. And the Super 1 hits both. It covers so much distance.
That's the danger of floating in that Illaoi airspace. That super from Illaoi covers so much height.
Yeah, and especially spawning that tentacle you saw after led to the command grab, so it's a really strong advantage situation, even if she doesn't opt for the install super.
All right, both players would Fury here if they opt to use it. Oh, but the team assist super, that assist super might be the best.
I'm still a firm believer Yasuo is the best, just because, oh, nice pickup, Fury on deck, so that's going to be a clean round confirmed. Great usage out of the mechanics here, and great belief in your duo to let that Fury rock.
Yeah, both players going to start off with no break meter here.
The classic mix, clone on the other side, always got to respect it. 2H going to hit backwards and still able to confirm. Great awareness in that situation.
Bro, all characters need that 2H, bro.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, some 2Hs in the game obviously move your character a little bit farther forward, which can make it dangerous to cross-ups.
That's exactly right, and there's going to be a nice pickup here. The Shroom's going to come into play, so causing a little drop. Now getting thrown right after. What a turn of fortune here.
Yeah, you know, I'm not too mad about the mushrooms hurting your own team. All right, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it kind of
big 2H there.
Yeah, that's huge. Massive call out, and gonna set up a strong situation here. 4th Tentacle on deck. Just gonna be hitting everything in sight. Somehow manages a way to create enough space, buy some time here.
Oh, we've done so much chip. Finally work our way in. One-on-one.
That Illaoi 2M definitely getting some strong value here. Air throw is gonna connect. Super 1 is gonna fall right after. What is the guess on wake up? Air throw tech, great call here. Do we see the Fury extension? No.
Yeah, great mash though, and a great bait on the throw tech there.
Does have level 3, but not able to convert. And tries to let it rip off that straight hit, but it's not going to be enough hit stun. Illaoi flips out.
Oh no, all that meter gone to waste. We're just one pixel hit away. Yeah, you gotta burn that, otherwise you'll get chipped out. In Fury, at least you won't take any chip here.
And now you kind of have to pop Fury if you're Illaoi, because you're just going to get chipped
out.
No! Unfortunate. Great use of the Fury and great belief in the team. Teemo able to secure that. We're final round situation for this first game.
Yeah, I think Duke and Freege were like, you know what, we'll have a little bit of advantage going into round 3. We don't need to risk it all right now.
Exactly right. They're holding on to that, and they are in a great spot here with this advantage. Unfortunately, they are getting beat up a little bit. So it's going to buy a little bit of time to generate some break meter. No limit strike, so not going to be able to generate too much.
I'm surprised we didn't use the break right away at the beginning like you talked about before. You could potentially get the Fury at the end of the round as well.
I'm definitely a big believer in that. I'd like to see if people kind of implement that strat in. Just the unrelenting pressure here with that install super. So many rewinds. It's so tough to know when you can deal with it.
You feel like you can press a button on the way down against the rewind, and then boom, Ekko is right there with a 2H.
Exactly right. He likes to break the rules of the game a little bit with that rewind. It pays off big time for him. And that tumble pickup is going to be huge. Fury's going to mitigate this damage, though. So I think you just have to opt for limit strike. The catch in the air on a reset here. No conversion afterwards. Didn't believe in it.
Panic back throw there. And the forward throw a little bit too early. The get-up attack does work out. All right, we got to close this distance here. You have no more Fury boost.
Yeah, really lucked out in that situation. Had the get-up attack blocked, and with Fury active, you can dash cancel it, but opted not to. And luck it out with no punish afterwards. Nice. The darts are going to follow up that roll. Such a juicy mix-up. Left-right is definitely the most dominant type of mix-up in this game, with every assist character attack counting as a mid, and the crowd is loving this set, going back and forth already in this first game.
Yeah, like we mentioned before, Duke and Freege definitely, you know, one of the favorites after K7 and Diaphone, but Bakarina, Yuse, not letting that happen, you know? They say, we're in this too. We're here to win. Look at that. Yeah. I call that a mini pop-off for the camera, you know?
100%. They deserve it. It's been a sick set so far. I imagine we're going to be going potentially to the distance here. It's been so back and forth. There's going to be a huge conversion off the bat with those darts into the double butt slam. Interesting choice. Didn't go for the tag launcher route. Just goes for a forced roll.
All right, great tag here. Unfortunately, not able to convert the combo, but you know what? We're okay. I like the switch here from Duke and Freege. As much as I like Illaoi, I think Yasuo might be the better pick here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Yasuo Ekko is a very dominant team comp here.
Oh, but the mushrooms popping up from behind.
Yeah, it was great awareness. It was a funky situation with all those different hits and shrooms coming in. Able to get the confirm after shows a lot of situational awareness and a lot of reps on this team comp.
Good swing, though. Retreating guard working out here for Baka Yuse.
Max range, double 5H is going to connect. Does a super one hit only on the assist character, and it doesn't even kill. We're going to let it rip one more time for the chip.
Oh, no, but he said, I didn't die yet. Let me dash into it. Ekko falls off. Yasuo coming out with pixel health. No Fury in sight. This is going to be a chip out situation for sure.
Yeah, I actually like that choice. Is that Shroom going to pop? It is still going to, because it ended up on the body of the Yasuo afterwards. So a little bit of bad progress on top, adding insult to injury there.
All right, you already know. When the overhead hits, there's going to be another mix-up right away. You know, there's the overhead hitting there. This time able to convert.
Yeah, exactly. Like we mentioned before, that counter hit you get off that overhead can lead to a confirm if you don't have an assist or clone ready.
Oh, looks like this character switch may not have worked out for Duke and Freege. This was a big gamble here.
Oh, wow. Able to catch that rewind follow-up. The cross-up attempt doesn't pan out here.
Baka and Yuse just one combo away from being able to move on. And look at all these mushrooms. My dude is poisoned.
So much DOT coming from those. This uphill battle just gets worse and worse. The Time Miner does connect and able to catch a light afterwards, so this could lead to death with no break in sight, but it is going to come up once more before the Ekko can die, so still a lot of round to be fought here.
All right, we're still in business, though. Even with this low health, you already know.
Gets the pickup after barely connecting with that jump medium and tried to bait the Fury. It doesn't come through.
Oh, and trying to bait the Fury ended up costing him the match here.
And that's going to be Bakarina and Yuse. Games that come into that, calling for fake bursts or whatever it may be. See if any of that comes into play here. So
that's the mix. That's the mix. Break, don't break. You know what I mean? Just swap them. Nobody will know.
No one will know ever. There's no pattern to catch on there at all.
Nope. Oh, Teemo already getting the party started here, coming down with it. And we're going to push all the way to the corner with these loops.
Yeah, opting to go for the double butt slam, so going to lead into the tag launcher, and Ekko is going to finish the job getting you into the corner. Burrito OS on deck and not going to come through yet again. Has not landed once this whole top 8.
Yeah, great mash, though, from Ahri. I love the 2 Ls there. Sometimes when you know it's not real, you got to challenge them.
Nice confirm here. We've been seeing a lot of Ahris this weekend have some drops, actually. And one of the characters with the most consistent combos, so great to see. We're getting over those nerves. We're just locking in here. Braum has Unbreakable as well, so this is going to be those scary situations you have to deal with in the corner. Look at that armor come through. It's so strong.
Yeah, had to force the break there. But Teemo ended up getting to the other side, forced a break of their own.
Was just barely in block stun still for the mushroom, so the throw is not going to connect. And that's huge. Teemo got so much value off his forward throw.
Yeah, but missing the punish on that throw is so big.
Yeah.
That could have been the end of the game for Teemo. This still might be the end of the game for Teemo. Let's see here.
Yeah, looking very possible. No, the drop does come through, so another chance here for Teemo, and that means more time to build bad progress on top of it, so extra insult to injury. Do have 3 meter to work with. You want a crazy reversal, and is going to let it rip like a Beyblade.
Unfortunately, did not work out there with the random level 3. It's okay.
You got the meter. Sometimes you guys got to let it rock, but against Ahri, it's going to be real tough considering he shoots at a downward angle. It's generally not going to connect unless they're point blank.
Oh,
nice
no.
jump.
Yeah, big miss there with the command throw. Our hero, Braum, unfortunately down. And the side switch from Ekko, catching Braum, no problems. And we're going to push into the corner here. You know it's going to be Mixed City.
It's just no clicking for me. When Braum goes for that command grab, he does like this motion and you see like speech bubbles coming out. Is he mimicking a horn or is there an actual horn being played? I don't see a horn anywhere.
I thought he was just calling for one of the homies.
Toot the horn for me, the Mighty Poro comes in. All right, makes sense.
I thought the Poros were playing the horns. I don't know.
That could be the case. We'll have to find out in the lore. We're going to have to find out if Teemo can survive this combo. Going to have to burst after taking 60%. That is brutal.
Yeah, great slingshot in the tag there. Got to keep these tags safe and on your advantage as much as possible.
Yeah, super tag there to keep things safe. Get a little bit of chip. Clipping with the low. Got to watch his toes, but no confirm afterward is rough. Going to try to chip out, but it's not going to be enough. There's a lot of health to burn through here.
Oh, great air-to-air conversion here. And we're going to be able to keep it going with the Ahri assist. Tag it in the Ahri. Yeah, let Braum sit back, get a little more help.
Little corner-to-corner action. Oh, wow, perfect spacing on that air dash, just floating above that Time Winder.
Oh, but Teemo managed to get the other side here. Yep, we're going to go into the level 3, finish off all this health bar. I think we might have just a little bit left.
I'm not going to lie. I think I'm feeling a little bit of nerves from the Teemo player on this side because, I mean, that route just burning the level 3 right away when there's so much combo to be had.
No nerves, hitting that instant overhead,
Damn
though.
right. That is reliable as hell. If you're point blank, you got the fast inputs. It's going to be a huge tool.
And I feel like we've seen more instant overheads from the Baka Yuse combo Teemo than most other Teemos. Even though it's there, I feel like a lot of people aren't going for it as often.
Yeah, it can be a little difficult because you have to get so close to the opponent, so depending on the matchup, there might not be a lot of opportunities for it.
Oh yeah, you do have to be basically touching.
Yes, yeah. And plus, it doesn't hit Ekko either, and there's been a lot of Echoes all bracket, so you can't even go for that.
It doesn't hit Ekko?
No, it does not.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I believe it is a bug with Ekko's hurtbox, if I remember correctly.
Ekko needs it.
Yeah, he needs all of that. Nice, just the raw 5M punish afterwards. Great awareness of the frame advantage in that situation. No full conversion afterwards, though.
Oh, big 2H there. Unfortunately, goes the other way with it. Still trying to get the pressure going. Yeah, we're into the corner here, and we're going to be able to tag. No, we tagged there, but dropped the combo afterwards. I feel like Ahri should have kept that combo going instead of the tag.
She didn't believe in the dream, and instead is going to send their teammate out to die, and now you're at a full screen situation with Teemo using that Super 1. Just continues that movement even after the kill, and that really impacts the screen positioning after the incoming.
Oh yeah, I don't see a Fury coming before the end of this match here, unfortunately, unless
there is some time here now. There could be another limit strike coming through.
I think a couple more seconds here, and we might be guaranteed it. Good side switch there, but even better block.
The composure from Bakarina and Yuse here is huge. Just playing it out real safe. They're in no rush.
All right, there is the Fury. Patience definitely paying off here. Oh, the super does work out, but no combo afterwards. You need that follow-up.
That's been the story of the round. So many drops on these openings. Now with Fury on deck, there is potential for this TOD. But Break is about to be back online, so even a single touch on Ekko, it's not going to get the job done.
Oh, and a big 2H there, catching the dash. We're going to be able to finish it off. Baka and Yuse taking the first game.
Great stuff here. One step closer, 2 more to go if they want a spot in this grand final.
You're right, definitely. It is a 1st to 3 here in losers finals. Still plenty of time to adapt here.
I like that. Sometimes you got to mix up the slingshot arc, try to catch them on a jump into an instant button. That counter hit can lead to a full combo afterwards.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
And it's one of those projectiles that stays on screen also if you get hit, so definitely very valuable there.
Oh, missed the throw against the tech forward. Just a little bit too early with it.
Good call out. Blocked the overhead and knew the special cancel was going to come in after. Great punish. No full combo, just a little bit of damage here. Still some value.
Oh, the tag doesn't get much out of it. Instead, you just lose your character for it instead.
That's exactly right. We're setting up the burrito. It doesn't connect this time. It finally works out, and you see the value of it. The get-up attack just gets destroyed by the Time Winder, and you're made safe by the replay. So you're able to get this full tag launcher combo in. Unfortunately, they don't hold backwards, so you see after the kill, just stuck going whatever direction they were. It's just going to be up, so not a full screen setup on incoming.
Oh, goes right into the jump setup here, and the tag comes through, but just has to block.
Nice call there to go for the down S2 on the rewind, keep things safe. Clips with the 2M, but again, no pickup afterwards. We're not buffering those Gatlings, but not going to matter. The run up into normals. It's going to get the job done. 1 round closer for Baka and Yuse.
All right, TNT can do something to turn it around here. We got to get more out of these tags. We are using the 2x assist, but I feel like it's not been paying off.
There we go. You see the double my time there. Handshake tag is going to make it plus afterwards, so able to continue the pressure. Oh, that was devious. The charges too into the instant overhead on the other side. Good luck blocking all that. Pete's cutter on the other side. Great defense here.
Yeah, genius level block, getting the cross-up jump in. Oh, unfortunately, does not work out there. Break. Yeah, once again, we tag, but we're not really getting much out of the tags.
Exactly right. Time Runner does connect, but just going to take that time to set up back here. Nice, got the sandwich and the opening afterwards. No shrooms on deck, but that fire bush is going to make things a little funky. Great adaptation to this route, and that's going to be enough to kill.
Oh, just a pixel of health, but that's all right. We got another round here, and we're able to dash back behind. Oh, no, and the assist comes in and maybe had messed up that punish.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Ended up on the other side of things, so Pizza Cutter able to challenge both at the same time. Double roll into the mix, shoots out of his shoes. Do we have the combo after? No. Again, we hit the crossover with no jump shot.
That's all right. You got the moral victory here, just dancing on your opponent. But both Teemo and Ekko takes a ton of damage off of that super. Braum not out of it yet. Oh, after that mushroom, though, he might be.
Single hit of My Time does connect. Not going to do it, but handshake into overhead is going to be enough. That's another game going their way. Up 2-0 in the set. Time to dig deep if you're TNT here.
Bakarina and Yuse look like they are locked in. They look extremely focused right now.
Yeah, they've been extremely composed this whole time. Looks like we're double checking the controller connection. Gotta make sure those cables work. Of course, don't want to assign blame. Who knows where the technical fault is, but always got to keep an extra on deck just in case.
All right, we're looking good here. Just want to make sure. Like I said, you don't want to have any doubts. You don't want to have any second thoughts.
100%. If you're in top 3 of a $5,000 plus prize pool for 2xKO, the last thing you want is buttons not doing the thing you're asking them to do, right? Everyone's double checking now. We're a little paranoid. Here we go. We're locking in here, so should be getting right back into things. It's always interesting to see when people go to check their buttons afterwards to see if the momentum immediately swings. You never know how much. It's hard to tell sometimes if there is actually a fault with the buttons here.
You're allotted a certain amount of time just to check your buttons, you know, and also it slows down your opponent. That's a good psychological trick. You do have a time limit, but I think we're well within the reasonable time.
Sure. Lets you settle the nerves here as well. Obviously, a lot on the line here. Going to be feeling some pressure build up, so.
Look, it's already paying off here. Huge combo to start here in game 3.
Let's see if there is a drop here. You got to get the full extension in. Went for a reset there on the air throw. Doesn't connect.
Yeah, no fear in swinging from Baka Yuse side, but once again, this time with the stand light, had the break there.
Nice, good choice. Just going to dash back out of there. Don't want to deal with all the slingshots and shrooms.
Oh, and the overhead comes. Went for jab afterwards this time. Thought the throw might be coming. Here's the throw coming.
There it is, Mighty Poro coming through.
Opting for super here. Yep, get your opponent to low health, put some pressure on them, maybe force them to make another mistake here. Up back is a mistake. Doesn't kill off of it though.
Okay, well the cross-up does connect on Teemo, but not the Ekko, so going to slowly chip away at the Ekko.
Yeah, we're trying to get as much chip as possible. Air to air does work out. TNT exploding right now.
Such a great feeling when you get a bunch of damage onto the assist champ and can kill the point character right after, so none of that gray health is going to be back online. It's going to be a tough battle here for this Teemo. Great reaction, but it's not going to matter because the handshake tag came through. Great awareness there to get out of trouble.
Yeah, he said my homie can take this one.
Yeah, especially being one of those ults that doesn't just have raw damage on the hit. You have to have the actual cinematic connect with the point character, so fantastic awareness there. And the air throw is going to lead to that first round going away at TNT.
Yeah, Teemo tried as hard as he could to fight it off, but yeah, that was too big of a lead to overcome.
Exactly right, and not only do they take the round, they still have the break advantage coming in here. It's got to feel great. Great pressure here into the corner.
Yeah, taking a little extra second there. Seems to have paid off for sure. Great empty jump there so you don't get 2H'd.
Clips onto the Braum, but not the Ahri, so not going to get a full combo here.
Oh, and Ahri able to work her way in, force the break. Great break there to force Ahri into the corner as well. Really smart stuff.
Yeah, it's all about knowing when and where to use that break. There's a lot of decision making to be made there.
Oh, a little bit of delay there on the H. It does work out.
Nice. I think he played that a little patient too to confirm how low he was. Again, we saw earlier that medium can whiff sometimes in that route, so taking the time to make sure it's going to connect.
For sure. The Team Super though does some work clearing out here, forces Teemo back into the corner maybe. Nah, Teemo says, I'm still swinging on the way down, bro, every time.
Yeah, he's letting that thing rip. So many hits. He's such an active hitbox. And you see the pressure coming through. Instant overhead is going to connect, and the handshake is going to continue this route. And it looks like they're just going to hold on to the Fury and move on to the next round here.
Yeah, definitely nothing wrong with that decision. Too much health on the Baka Yuse side.
I get to see Teemo flex on him, dropping like a good 40 shrooms with the butt slam after. Fantastic ult animation. You got to love it.
Yuse Arena here. Match point. One more round to capture. Can TNT kind of turn it around?
It's now or never. You're on your tournament life here.
Oh, these slingshots, they are definitely on fire. Catching every single time. You got to be careful.
Yeah, that hot stuff is covering up so much of the screen. You got to be very aware of it. Now this Teemo's going to be taking a lot of damage. Good parry, so it interrupts the super before these extra hits come through.
Oh, and a simple jump in from Braum here leads to big damage on Ekko.
Nice, did get the pickup. Looked like he might have fallen a little too low.
A really late break there, but you know what? He might have been afraid that the combo was going to end up killing, and this does kill Ekko.
Oh, that JM does connect after the kill, so Teemo's going to be able to set up a little bit of Oki here. Good push blocked by that space bat. Who knows what projectile they got by. There's a lot going on there. And we're just command grabbing the air, just making sure the button works.
Hey, we got plenty of time here. You can just focus on throwing mushrooms if you want. Braum with a super though. Fortunately, can't tag afterwards.
Rare Poro parry. Love to see it.
Gonna go for the chip out here. No! Teemo able to put a stop to it.
The situational awareness there was crazy. Recognizing it could interrupt. I thought parry was the option. You see the pop off. He's like, yeah, I've labbed that.
Hell yeah. Pop off on him. Let him know, TNT.
Hit him with those knowledge checks. Hearing a lot of love and hate for Teemo in the crowd out there. Very divisive character. Kind of makes sense.
Hey, I love and hate Teemo too, brother. It's okay.
I get it, and I play him.
Yeah. All right, TNT once again off to a strong start here in Game 4. And we're going to go into the launch super. Okay. Not able to really get anything off of the reset there, you know?
Yeah, tried to bring the Braum in to get that unbreakable buff, but the break is going to interrupt things before they get to that point.
Yeah, you need to be able to close it out with these resets. At least be able to get some kind of mix in.
Exactly right.
Speaking of mix here, just pushing buttons right in front of you. That's mix, right?
Man, the second drop at that, I'm not sure if it was too far away or if the dash just wasn't tightly timed.
Teemo need to gain some weight, bro. That's all it is.
Just a little guy.
Increase that hurt box. Oh my God, Ahri getting slapped around here on both sides.
You have the hits done. Great variation on the route to make sure he picks up, but not quite enough to get the butt slam after. There's the call out with the level 3 point blank. That ain't gonna whiff. That's a ton of damage here onto Braum. He does have the most health in the game, so it's not gonna do as much of the health bar as you normally see, but it's gonna be plenty with that instant overhead afterwards.
Yeah, unfortunate. You weren't ready for that one. You just woke up from a level 3 and now you gotta eat mix, high-low.
And he's digging up L's to hand out.
Oh no, and Ahri gets slapped air to air from Teemo and then combos into Ekko. Bro, these guys really have it together. The Bakarina Yuse team have some synergy.
Damn right, taking advantage of those scramble situations. As you see the attempt 37 come through, wrap things up here, and now we are back on set point here. It's up to TNT to try and get these next 2 rounds. See another badge comes online here for Teemo as well.
Oh, and that extra slingshot interrupts the offense here. But you know what? This tag is phenomenal. That's exactly the kind of payoff they need from these tags. Assisting the tag, you got to be able to get some kind of mix in there.
Yeah, it did lead into a combo, but unfortunately with that drop, not going to get the maximum value out of it. Air grab is going to be enough here, and the break comes through again to interrupt that super, so another bar super meter off the table.
Oh, great throw against the side switch from Ekko. No conversion afterwards. It's all right, though.
I wonder if it was a little late or if that just doesn't connect there.
Oh, no, the tag doesn't work out, unfortunately, and the Teemo assist kind of blows Braum up.
Oh, and the tag's going to bait that burst as well. Huge punish here for the Teemo afterwards. We're going level 1 super.
That blocked break could have meant the end of this match here. It just might be. That might have been the last opportunity they had. Let's see if they can get one more here.
Mashing out of that situation. Ekko is off the table, so there is hope here still. Looks like we're not going to have any break for the remainder of this round, so you got to make these counts hit when you get them.
Yeah, that assist from Braum could have actually interrupted things, but it saved the day from a potential drop combo. Yeah, unfortunately, we're floating in the sky.
Floated perfectly over that 5L, and you get the punish afterwards. It's huge.
Good tag there, but no conversion afterwards. Once again, yeah, the block's done too long, though. You can't jump out of this.
Don't make it too complicated. You have the meter here. Just dump it. There you go. Final round here of this game 4 situation. TNT on their tournament life. Set point again here. I believe this is the 3rd time Bakarina and Yuse have had set point.
Yeah, TNT doing their best to hang on here. This time, though, Baka and Yuse being a little bit more aggressive when they see that Braum come out on assist, slapping them around a little bit so they can't tag in so easily.
Exactly right. Got to make them earn that pressure if they're going to try to get that screen presence. You see the chronobait connect in the background on the Ahri, but because Braum is blocking it, kind of have to back up and reset. Again, no conversion on these scrambles. It's becoming so costly here.
Ahri on super low health. You're not going to be able to survive much more of this chip here. Yeah, had to tag right away. Forced to block there because obviously Slingshot's raining down.
Staring each other down here.
Great super. No, actually interrupted by the Ekko. This might be the end.
That 6S2 proving to be so valuable here and not going to get the butt slam, so no full conversion afterwards. Still a huge deficit to try to make it through. Not only is that huge health disparity, it's still the break disparity on top of it.
Oh, and this super's going to light up both potentially. Braum trying to jump in front just so Ahri doesn't take more damage.
This is unfortunate. I tried to get a parry in there as well, but since Ahri was tanking everything, the darts never made it in.
TNT going to try their best to make a miracle happen, and it's not going to happen today, though.
There's the air throw coming through. Great stuff. That is going to be Baka and Yuse making it all the way to grand finals, seeing if they can give Diaphone and K7 a run for their money here. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't want to say anything. I saw them warming up yesterday with this team.
Oh.
They had the pocket picks ready to roll, and I was like, wait, I saw them playing before, and they were not running that team. This is what they were prepping for.
Bro, I'm excited now. All right, we got the Jinx Blitzcrank. That's what we're talking about. With the double downs, you already know.
The classic combo of zoner and grappler. Normally you wouldn't think they go together, but there could be some potential here. Immediately tries to call it with the down S1. Not going to connect, but I like trying to call it that jump back from Teemo off the bat.
Unfortunate there. Slingshot interrupts. And obviously K7, no hesitation to take advantage there. I feel like every grappler needs a projectile, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
They need that.
When I said give Blitzcrank a gun, this is what I meant, you know?
That's true. Give that man a Glock. Does block the enhanced Asagi here, so a little bit of chip. That's normally a free parry if you see it coming, but just going to play it safe there, no risk.
With the double down here, one thing that Teemo has to be careful of is that Jinx can just pop that super anytime and stop Teemo in his tracks.
Yeah, you can't get predictable with those slingshots or mushrooms in neutral. She will just go right on through that, and that'll give plenty of time for Blitz to come through and get the pressure in.
Unfortunately, it's Yasuo who comes through with that crossover jump there. Blitzcrank doesn't really have a lot of options for that.
And opting to go for the shroom here, get that badge progress. It does cost an additional meter, but you're just setting yourself up for success in future rounds.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the spend there if you're going to get the hit on it. I feel like the fast-paced play from Diaphone and K7. Oh my God, yes. Yeah. Nail both of them, bro.
Yeah, great awareness there, knowing that the laser super is going to beat out the dart super.
Yes, sir.
Last in assist, trying to just clear some space here.
Oh no, that's going to be the end for our Jinx hero.
Yeah. As long as we don't drop here, you got to stay clutch and locked in. That's what they've been doing all weekend. Not a lot of room for error in this combo route, as long as we time that cancel correctly. That is going to be a clean round here from K7 and Diaphone.
It's just one round. It's just one round. You know what I mean? We're adjusting to a new team right now.
Plenty more to go.
Just got to take it slow. Unfortunately, couldn't take it slow there. The slingshot into the tag, just too potent.
Exactly right. Great confirm here as well. No break in sight, so going to be able to just continue on with this damage. And Teemo just setting up over there in the background. You see set up the push of the Super Shroom, and that's going to kill. Unbelievable pickup there.
Yeah, that's the smartest thing you could have done there, leaving Blitzcrank all by himself.
Yeah, the poor little guy, or I guess big fella, trying to make it work. Getting clipped after that jump back M. This is going to be a tough spot to be in. Wind wall in your face.
As strong as Blitz may be, man, I don't think he can come back on his own. Never mind. This guy is top tier. Nerf Blitzcrank.
Lands one body slash if he needs a nerf. Nice pickup off the rocket. This could lead to a lot of damage here. And Steam. Oh, not close enough to the corner. That's going to whiff.
We forgot how to play Blitzcrank just for a second.
That's tough. They have been playing all day without it, so.
It's all right, though. We still got Fury. We still got half a health bar. This is definitely possible. So let me show you how I do it, bro.
We're styling out here. That's Teemo off the table as well.
Oh, no, but we missed the 2H in that situation. It's all right. We got one more chance. Don't run right into the mushrooms. That's not a good idea.
I don't think this kills. Fury is going to mitigate that damage. There is hope. It just takes one hit. And
oh, no. S2 in the air, and that's going to cause you to die.
That's a brutal spot for Blitz to be in. He doesn't have much to really contest that Teemo. You kind of got to hold it. Maybe you could try to risk that S2 super, but if the Yasuo's aware, you can just kind of block that and punish afterwards. So really tough spot to be in.
Hey, they were keeping it going, though. I like, oh, we're going to start off with a Blitzcrank.
They're believing in the vision. We'll have to see if that comes to fruition. Tag launcher, of course. So crazy. Just bring in Yasuo just to set up the Shroom. A little extra damage.
All right, great place to break there. Working your way in. No, we missed an opportunity for command throw. You know,
yeah, we have the same brain cell.
Every Blitzcrank was thinking command throw.
Without a doubt. I've gotten punished so hard for that so many times.
Bro, which side did that hit on? You let me know.
Yes is the correct side.
All right, and that's going to be the end of Blitzcrank here. Just one super.
Yeah, I don't know if the Blitzcrank is working. We'll have to see if they adjust after this game, but there's still a few rounds to be played before we get to that point. But not looking great. There's definitely been a trend here for Diaphone and K7. They're winning a lot of these first rounds without even having to spend their break.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're so dominant. You're not letting your opponent even get a chance to play any offense.
Ooh! Wasn't quite ready for that to connect. It was a counter hit as well. So much chip here. Just got to hold all that. And that's going to be another round on the board here.
Man, Diaphone and K7 getting as close to perfects as they can get without actually getting them. Oh, this is the strat I want to see, though. Oh, what?
Oh, enhanced Tasagi ends up coming out with the trade. That is unfortunate. Could have been a lot of happy birthday damage, but interrupted before any of that comes through. Oh, on the break, on the burst.
Oh, and still able to just OTG all by yourself.
Gotta love that tag launcher for Teemo, too. They gave him a Shoryuken in this game. It's so clean. Set up some fire. We do. That's going to connect, and you're ready for the pickup afterwards. Great stuff from Diaphone here. There's a reason why Teemo's a trap character. He's going to set up and make your Oki a nightmare.
That's the one thing you're going to notice from Diaphone and K7, though. They're not going to miss a lot of opportunities here. Every single chance they get a stray hit, they're going to combo from it.
That's exactly right. And this team is built for that as well. A lot of consistency off those straight pickups. You got 2 badges in 1 hit. Teemo's thriving. And Blitz is dying. All right, we're just throwing a tornado for fun, and that's going to be a big punish afterwards.
You had the break there? You had the break there?
You couldn't have given him hope.
Yeah, you didn't let us have one combo?
Come on, K7. Let the crowd dream.
K7 and Diaphone playing like they got some flights to catch here. So we're going to go back to the real team.
We're caving to the tier list? That's crazy.
Now, this is the team I think I would have liked to see earlier. Teemo and Jinx together. I feel like this team has some good synergy, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Has some real possibilities here.
Definitely can fill that screen. Can't get maximum usage of that Jinx rocket. I definitely prefer seeing characters link up with her that can do the side switch on command. Teemo kind of struggles with that. Maybe you can jump over to try to cause that left-right mix, but Either way, being able to fill the screen with so many projectiles is going to prove very valuable.
Yeah, although I'm a little sad to see Blitzcrank off the screen. Next week, though, that team's going to be sick.
Look, I mean, we could say we saw Blitz and Grands at first Impact event, so.
That's true, that's true. That's going to be the thumbnail, Blitz and Grands.
This crowd just wants to see Teemo. I don't know what's going on, but they love it. And I'm on board. Are we parrying?
This crowd just appreciates good neutral, that's all. 2 Teemos, battling it out.
2x Teemo coming through.
We want to see the Teemo mirror, says the crowd. Are we going to get a Teemo chant here real quick?
All right, well, they said yeah, but then didn't, so. They're too locked in. This is like Kyrie Irving's first time back in Boston, man. Every time the homie touched the ball, he was getting booed off the screen.
They're getting boos and cheers all at the same time, bro.
That's the biggest pop-up of the day. There it is.
This is the Teemo Appreciation Club right here. Let them know.
Oh my God, this is awesome.
I've never heard a Teemo chant in my life, but you know what? I'm digging it.
Hey, there's a first for everything. Put this one in the record books.
Makes me want to play the character.
Yeah, Marlon Pye surely has a big smile on his face wherever he is right now. You may not like it, but this is what optimal 2x KO looks like, guys. We are slingshotting back and forth across the screen.
That's it. That's it. That's all it takes. Just spit on each other. Put your mushroom out there.
Every player right now is having a grand old time. Everyone's getting a kick out of this.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You gotta love it, man. I don't want to hear any more about Teemo hate. I've heard an entire audience go bananas. I've just seen 2 of them on the screen.
Bro, when I'm not playing against it, I think it's great.
When it's not me, I love it.
Both players got these heated up slingshots now. We're both on fire. Oh no, we got the other characters on the screen. You can hear the boos.
They want to play 1x KO. They just want double Yordle on screen right now.
We should just agree to play sidekick Teemo for the rest of the set.
Well, it's going to be on Baka and Yuse to extend the set if that's going to happen.
I'm pretty sure K7 and Diaphone are very confused right now.
They're having a grand old time. I saw them having a good chuckle, and they're chucking slingshots back and forth.
Oh no, and that's going to be the end of Jinx right here. This could be the end of the match.
This might be the tournament right here. 3 meter on deck, and there it is. It connects. Gonna slice the moon in half. Gonna slice this team in half. Get out of here. Another 3-0 for K7 and Diaphone, taking back-to-back brackets and their fair share of that $5,000 prize pool, courtesy of Riot.
All right, in 7th place, we have Nutty Nightbringer and Time Winder Teske. Also, in 7th place, we have Echoes of Zon! What? That's not what it says. That is what it says. See, this is why I don't do this. I'm gonna say this out loud.
MrPoopies?
Friends, relatives, and hopefully no longer any children. Also in 7th, MrPoopies and Dookie Shoes. And now, with the correctly awarded place, 5th, Echoes of Zon. Also in 5th, Fooly Cooly. And now, in 4th place, my time, I'm in! In 3rd place, TNT! In 2nd place, please bear with me, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken times 20 Ultra Beast!
fact that Rick could decipher that is
And
crazy.
our champions for Midwest Mixfest 2025, Diaphone and K7 Showoff.